This is Wednesday, the 16th of September, and I'm starting out the videos, as you may have noticed, with this overall heat map. So if you want to pause the video and look at any particular pairs on our list, of course you can do that. And the way this is organized is the weekly and daily charts are over here on the left. In the middle we have our 3-day overbought, oversold panel, and then our right panel is our currently what's strong trending, intraday, 4-hour, 1-hour, 15-minute charts. So I want to look at Euro US dollar. You can see it's highlighted right here, and you can see that on the current intraday panel it has both a strong trend in place based on these red check marks and pink check marks, but it also has a strong momentum in place based on these last 3 check marks right in here. Now that's occurring within the context of a little bit of a mixed reading on the 3-day overbought, oversold, and then within the context of kind of a mixed weekly daily. So let's drill down to our Ichimoku charts and let's see what's going on here. So on the left panel, again, this is our daily chart, and you can see where I've drawn a Fibonacci line series from this high up in here down to this low. And when we look at that, what we see is that we've come up to the 38% fib line, and we're meeting a lot of resistance at that line actually. So we did not have a complete recovery. Yes, price is above the daily Kumo, but one of the other things I notice on this chart is that our Kumo, which you can think of as support or resistance depending on whether price is above or below that line, we have a very thin area of Kumo support right in here, and sometimes what we'll see is that that's an opportunity for price to continue lower, to move through that thin area of support and then end up on the bottom side of that daily Kumo, which means we would definitely be in a bearish move. We're still in a bearish move as far as I'm concerned on the daily charts, because we have not been able to move with a full candle recovery above that 38% fib line, which is right in here. On the 4-hour chart in the middle here, you can see that kind of a mixture of readings, with the 4-hour Kumo with this kind of a yellowish Kumo in here starting to cross down through the 16-hour Kumo, which is also a bearish sign. And then if we look at our right panel, which is our 4-hour Copic curve, we can see that the rate of change is telling us that we have a rate of change that occurred back up in here, which is expressed in these bearish candles over here on the daily chart. But we can see that currently that rate of change is showing us a bearish divergence, as the Copic curve is beneath its exponential moving average, and that is continuing so far. So we're below the 0 line, which is here, the trigger line, but also the Copic curve, raw Copic curve, is beneath its exponential moving average. So this has some bearish strength to it, and as I mentioned, the intraday panel is showing us a strong bearish move at this point, momentum and trend on the intraday panel as well. And just to repeat, we have a thin area of support here for the Euro US dollar. Chiku on the daily Chiku, that is still above the historical price curve so far. So if this completely breaks down, then of course we'll see that Chiku fall through the historical price curve in this area in here. A lot of news coming up over the next couple of days, of course, the big one being the Fed announcement, so that will obviously impact the Euro US dollar. Hope you have a good day of trading.